All right. Okay, everyone. Hello, and gosh, yes, still good morning. I'm all messed up. Hello, and good morning, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Um, Please allow me to introduce myself for anybody new here. Hi, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Usually, I am welcoming you to my struggle cooking class, but I'm not at home. Clearly, I am in a kitchen. I'm not in my kitchen. Hey, Sarah, thank you so much for being here. We'll take attendance in a moment. I didn't think I was going to be able to stream for you all because I thought I would be grocery shopping right now. But I just got a message from Pearl that she pushed back my time for a couple hours, and I try to give you all content every day. Um, and so I wanted to go ahead and bring you all a little bit behind the scenes. Hello, Osavis. I don't know what time it is where everybody is, but those of you all that are on Instagram, if you want to see the screen share, you can come to Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. And yeah, I'm just pulling up everything here. Some of this is a little bit wild. So yeah, I'm going to let you all know what I've been up to. Hopefully, you all have been following along. A lot has been happening. A lot of good stuff has been happening, and I'm really excited to share a little bit behind the scenes. Hello, Sinji. But I know we've got some new people here, so I'm going to give you all a little bit of background as to how in the world I got here. I've talked a little bit about this before. Hey, Lucy. I've talked a little bit about this before, but just want to make sure everybody's up to speed because believe me, I am taking it all in. I am having an absolute blast. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just checking all my pictures and video. I did ask Pearl's permission to share what I have, but I just want to make sure that I always represent well. And yeah, I think we're good to go. All right, so let's start. Let's start with attendance. Let's see who we've got in here. So on IG, We have MF Mandam. Thank you for being here. We have Sarah. So wonderful to finally meet you. Yesterday, I've heard so much about you. We have Ozavis. Thank you so much for being here. No, Ozavis says, "Am I cooking breakfast?" No, sir. There's a little kitchenette behind me. I've had a little bit of coffee, but I haven't had any breakfast yet. Centennial G always representing in the house. Miss Lucy is here. And MF says, "I had the best answers on the show." Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. I was just happy to be amongst, such great company. Alright, so let's take attendance on the Facebook and, YouTube side, and I have an announcement for you all, a pretty big announcement. Lucy says, "Maggie was the wisdom in the room." Y'all, I'm just an old lady, but, I appreciate being able to share my thoughts. I've been quiet for a long time for a variety of reasons, mainly because when I used to speak out, I was shouted down. But what I've realized is that I was talking to the wrong audience. I was talking to women of my peer group. And what I have learned on this YouTube journey is that there is an audience that wants to learn from the aunties, as Sinji affectionately calls me. I'll never push what I believe on anyone else, but if you ask, I'm going to share. Hi, Lynn Sean. Thank you. All right. So we'll do the chat and then I'll let you guys know again when we get to the screen share. You can come on over to Facebook or YouTube. We have Jurgen in the house. I'm in one of your time zone areas. So Jurgen from Germany is always here. Hopefully you ate. I'm not cooking yet. We have Max Power in the house saying hi, Maggie. Hey, Maggie, thank you for waving. I appreciate that. We have Tasha Arnett watching on Facebook. She says, "Good morning, Miss Maggie. I've missed you. I've missed you all too." But, to be very honest with you, I am making the most of my week here in London. I actually fly out tomorrow, and y'all, I've cleaned up and I have packed my luggage. I actually packed up my laptop and everything because I thought I was gonna do another stream today, which I will. I mean, another collab with Pearl, and then tomorrow I fly out early. I have so many pictures, y'all. I'm gonna tell you about, my tea that I had. I had a really nice, proper English dinner. I'm gonna give you tours of my little flat, all kinds of stuff. So the streams will continue to come, but this one I wanted to get hot off of the presses. But yeah, I missed you all too. And for anybody new here, I do stream every day. Maggie, the substitute teacher, usually cooking related, but we'll see you all. So much is changing. Max says I was a star on this show yesterday. Aw, thank you so much for saying that. We have Moses in the house. Thank you for being here. Keisha bringing me hearts. Hello, my dear. Thank you. Jurgen says it's 12:35 where you are. It's 11:36 where I am. So we're only an hour off. Wonderful. Max says YouTube is where it's at. Okay. Oh my goodness. Max says, "Will you be exposing Blessing in any other pictures or video?" The mystery man. You know what? Not intentionally, but there was a picture of him in the first stream that I did when I talked about the cooking collab. There'll be a little bit more cooking in this video because I found some pictures that didn't upload yesterday. I mean, last time. Y'all, I literally take this stuff with my phone and then try to get it up where I can share it with you. All right, Pearl just mentioned me in her story. Hold on, y'all. Let's talk a little bit about that. Everybody go to Instagram. I just got a notification. Working with Pearl is an absolute blessing. Shout out to Blessing. However, and lead attorney, I won't say he warned me about this, but he did mention it to me that you just need to be ready for anything. And by that, sorry, y'all, I'm looking at Instagram. I'm coming. By that, when I got the invitation to come here and do the wife school episode with Pearl, her assistant confirmed it for Monday, March 13th. And y'all know me, I'm a corporate girl. You give me a date, I show up. I was going to come the day before, do the collab, and go right back home. But lead attorney, y'all know I'm a proud student of lead attorney. I bought his courses, I'm in his mastermind. That's how I even found out about Pearl coming. um, Lead actually suggested that I try to make a week out of it, meaning he's worked with Pearl multiple times and said she's very like fluid, and it could be something like, "Hey, we're going here and there. Do you want to come?" And true to form, every day this week, I have done something with Pearl, because hopefully I made a good first impression and she continues to include me. So I'm glad that I stayed. I told her the first day, she asked when I was leaving. I said, I fly out Saturday. And so she continues to invite me to stuff for Saturday. She's like, I know you're going to be gone, but we're doing this. She's invited me to something Tuesday. I'll be back home and back working. And then also, coming to, the States in April, she's invited me to participate. So hopefully, you all will be seeing even more of me. I'm very, very grateful. Alright, so what does Pearl say? Pearl mentioned you in their story. Oh, she shared. She's so sweet, y'all. She shared my behind the scenes. Alright, so let's get right to it. Oh, that's sweet. She's super sweet, y'all. Alright, we don't want any, strikes. And again, I have to say a huge thank you to Miss Pearl Davis. She has been incredibly gracious and she is super genuine. And y'all know me. If you don't know me, allow me to introduce myself. I'm not a professional chef. I am not even a professional YouTuber. I'm just a mom and a home cooker, and usually I share my love of food with you all, but clearly I have a lot of other opinions that I usually keep away from my cooking channel, but we'll see, how all this stuff gets blended. You all can tell me. Okay. So Lucchese's over here on YouTube. Apocalypse says, "You're fine and you're young." No, ma'am. Oh, thank you. From your lips to God's ears. I appreciate that. I do know that I have a baby-ish kind of face, but I also realize that I am a woman of a particular age. I'm 47. And so, the late great Kevin Samuels would say I'm almost half 100. But for me, you all, I embrace that, and I think there is beauty in growing old gracefully when we use the wisdom and the experience that we have learned to help and benefit others. My ship has sailed. I'm not in my 20s, I'm not in my 30s. I have 2 teenage boys, co-parenting, amicably divorced from their dad, and so to me, I should be at that point in life where I'm passing it on. Usually we do that on the Wives Club, but for all of you all who are new here, welcome and thank you for being here. 10 Plus Sounds is in the house. You all know him and you all love him. He is my um, graphic artist because you all have told me I cannot draw, and I know. So he is the one who is responsible for all of these lovely thumbnails and all of the artwork. You all please check him out. That's the name of his channel, 10 Plus Sounds. And I've hired him to do some shorts and some clips for me because I'm not good at that stuff. All right, so let's see who else is in the chat. Then we're gonna get to story time. You guys can sit back and relax. Pearl pushed back my cooking collab for a couple hours. So what's gonna happen today? I'm in London and it is 11:40. I was supposed to be at her studio at noon, but she messaged me and true to form, she said, "Hey, make it 2 o'clock." Yes, ma'am. So that gave me a couple hours. So I'm just gonna, share it with you all. And I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. So I believe she wants me to do two things today. I've also Lead is ta now Lead is texting me. Gosh, y'all, it's a lot. Uh, OMG. Um It's a lot, y'all, but I'm grateful. So when Pearl said, make it 2 o'clock, I decided to come on and give you all a little bit behind the scenes. Okay, so today at 2 o'clock, she wants me to do two things. She wants me to do a cooking collab, another cooking collab. I've already done one cooking collab with just me and Pearl. And there's a video up on my page that says something about I spent the whole day with Pearl. She wanted to learn how to cook for her future husband. So I showed her how to make a breakfast, lunch, dinner and dessert from scratch. Really proud of her. She wanted to do it all by herself and have me just coach her through it. So that is recorded. It has not been premiered yet. I believe that will come out in a couple of weeks on the Wife School channel. And then today, You all know Melanie King and MTR are in the house or in London, and so she wants me to, I won't say what it is, but she's asked me to show them how to prepare a dish that you would take to an outing or a family gathering, and then I have a few other treats up my sleeve because she has a whole crew, and I love to feed y'all. Y'all know I love cooking for you. And then I guess there'll be another panel after that. She records usually around 8 p.m. London time, which for me in the Atlanta area is usually in the late afternoon around 4 or 5, 4 p.m. All right, so let's see what you all are saying. Oh my goodness, you all are really in here. All right, so we talked about blessing. And he's a blessing. The whole crew has been really, really nice, especially when you feed them. Max says it was the only the side of Blessing's face. Oh my goodness. Not sorry. My first time seeing you here says y'all had a lovely conversation. You loved it. Thank you. So I have done two like one cooking so far and two, I don't know what else you call them, like interview, collab kind of things. Y'all, I'm new. So the first one was a reaction video. Pearl and I worked on her wife resume, and that one is being chopped up into different clips. I think the thumbnails are hilarious. And then last night, I didn't know if I was going to be included, but I was, and I'll tell you all about the collab with Sarah, MTR, Melanie King, of course, Pearl, and 3 other people that I met for the first time. Not sorry says, "I am wonderful." Oh, thank you. Max says, "I'm fluid." No, he says, "Fluid means impulsive and not structured." Well, I choose my, words very carefully because words do matter. We have Dee Dee in the house. Dee Dee says, "Hi, Maggie in class." I know, y'all, my East Coast family, it's 6 a.m., but y'all, once I get done with this, I think I'm packing up everything. I have one more collab tonight. I don't know if it'll be live or it'll be recorded, but you all can follow me on Instagram and follow my YouTube community tab. I try to update you as soon as I know, but I'm in Pearl's house, so I have to just, you know, be flexible. Max says, "It's true though. I don't know if her shows have ever started on time." Well, as Lead would say, um, we were supposed to go live. She told me to be there at 8 p.m. I did get there late. London traffic, y'all. I'm a Southern girl. I'm in the suburbs, so just being in the city and Ubering everywhere, and I was panicking getting there around 8:30, but when I arrived, they were still kinda eating, so I think it got moved to, like, 9 something, but, it was great. What does Luke Casely say? That's why I like Pearlie. She's so willing to share her experience and welcomes feedback from the good people around her. Yeah, you all, Pearl is a jewel. She's really, sometimes I don't want to say I feel sorry for her, but it is a lot. I just remember myself at 26, and yes, I was married and I was working and all of that, but to be running an empire like this and have a staff and the way that she works, y'all. I'm telling you. Yeah, she's incredibly gracious. Max says, "Disagree." Okay, I receive it. Your ship is still sailing because I said my ship has sailed, but you're doing important work sharing your experiences with the younger generations. Thank you for saying that. We got Padilla in the house. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Celeste, happy Friday. It is Friday. Happy Friday. Work from home wife says fun stuff, Maggie. I'm having a blast, y'all. And between the time that I'm working with Pearl, I'm doing my sightseeing around the city. So you all will see my restaurant reviews and all of that to come. Luke Casey says Maggie is the epitome of diplomacy. I try. Good morning, UFO Kamikaze. And Dee Dee says, do I still do consulting? Actually, yes. If you look in the description of my YouTube video, I haven't really promoted it, but another benefit of having these type of relationships is the networking. And there was a young attorney that was on the stream yesterday, Lauren Morgan. She said her name in the stream, and she came up to me afterwards, and she was just so impressed, and she wanted to hire me to help her with etiquette, with elegance, with just some cooking, all this stuff. And you all know, I mean, the way that I grew up, I just really thought everybody was doing this. So I'm really floored. But maybe that's just me. Sorry, y'all. Um, so yes, I do offer consults. I think it's let me see if I can find the link and share it with you all. Just Pearly Things just joined. Oh, Pearl just joined on Instagram. What is happening, y'all? I am in an alternate universe. This is so funny. Thank you so much, Pearl. I was just singing your praises. Sorry, y'all, I got an eyelash. I was just singing your praises about how incredibly gracious you are. I'm also on Facebook and YouTube. But to answer the question, I do have Maggie consults. So I'm going to drop the link for you all. You can book 30 minutes. Hello, 10 plus sounds. Again, you all can book 30 minutes or you can book 1 hour. And because I do work, what will happen is I will get a request that you want to pick my brain. I've helped so many, whether it's the etiquette or the elegance, whether it is, I don't know, YouTube channel, cooking stuff. I've been corporate since college. I help people with like their resumes and anything that you think you can learn from me. So I'm going to drop the link here and you all can book a session with me. I think it's $50, so it's very affordable. I may have to raise the price if I get really booked up. All right, so Lauren said, yes, Lauren was the girl behind the couch. Yes. So my point is that great opportunity. Hello, Matt Uberoy. Great opportunity working with Pearl because the networking is just great. So let me give you all. Oh yes, I do consults. And Brandon, I know it's 5 in the morning for you. All right. So since we have new people here, and then I'm going to give you all my experience behind the scenes. And again, Pearl is here, and I did ask her permission to share my personal experience. So it all started when I joined the Lead Attorney Mastermind, and you all probably already know Lead Attorney is a now retired family law attorney in Atlanta. He took to YouTube during the pandemic to share with brothers about mistakes they were making in the family law court system. And he's so good at what he does. He's actually now retired from practicing law and he does YouTube full time. And because it's been such an eye opening change for him, he really believes that those of us that are older, he says, if you're over 35, and y'all know I'm 47, you should start a YouTube channel because you have life experience that people need to know. And Pearl keeps telling me that I'm built for YouTube or made for YouTube or something like that. So, Lead Attorney has a course on how he got started. I bought and completed his course. He has a second course on how he gets so much support from his community. I've bought and completed that course. Lead Attorney also has a mastermind, which is a community that we meet twice a week and we share what's worked well, what lessons we've learned, all of that kind of stuff. And I shared this in the last stream, but I'll just repeat it here. One of the benefits about being in the mastermind with Lead Attorney is that he brings guest speakers to the mastermind so we can learn from them. We have had Melanie King, Poor Man's Podcast, O'Shea Duke Jackson, MTR, um, uh, B Souls, and most importantly, as far as for this stream, Pearl came to the Lead Attorney Mastermind. And when she was doing the Q&A portion, I raised my hand like a fool or a smart lady. And I had heard that Pearl was going to be coming to the States, and I knew she had this wife school. And I saw that cooking episode that she did with Auntie Jenny. And so I said, well, if you come back to the States and you need someone to help you with cooking for wife school, I'm your girl. So I shot my shot. And the rest is history because Pearl said, I think she said, run it. So I was invited here to come cook, and then everything else has just been the gravy or the icing on top, right? Jurgen says you're cooking right now. Okay. All right. I'm just checking the chat. Oh, yeah, the digital nomad. Yes. Okay. So we did the cooking collab. You all have already seen that. So, I want to just explain to you all kind of my experience because I have never been part of a professional like podcast recording. So it was very exciting. And I did take some pictures and I'll share with you all some pictures. But I just want to explain I like to do this as soon as it happens because for me, I can kind of just do my storytelling while it's fresh. Okay. So, luckily for me, after I did the first collab with Pearl and then the reaction video, um, you all have noticed the chemistry. I think is really good, and Pearl is just a sweetheart, and so she offered that I could be on any of the panels for the rest of the time that I'm here, and I'm only in London a week. I would love to come back, Pearl, if you would have me. So she says we record at 8 p.m. So like I told you all, I do kind of my sightseeing during the day, and then towards the evening, I start making my way back towards this side of town. We are in East London, and London is a huge city, and I'm Ubering everywhere. So I got an Airbnb that's very close to Pearl's studio. Her assistant gave me the address, and I booked a place that was close. So she told me to meet yesterday at 8 p.m. I got here late. I got here 8:30. When I arrived, and I shared this with you all in the video. So Pearl has a penthouse apartment at the top floor of like an apartment complex, and that it's like, I guess I'm saying 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. I don't know, but it takes over the whole space, and I have some videos of the balcony for you all. It's a beautiful view of London, and she's turned the living room into the studio. So the studio view that you all see with the couch and the chairs on the side and the lights and all of that, I have pictures of it. That is the living room, and then there's a proper kitchen. That's where we did our cooking collab the first day, and then I'll be back there in a little bit to do more cooking with Pearl and Melanie King. And then there are like bedrooms and hallways, and every room there's a corner with like a monitor and lights and all of the equipment. So they have really just taken over this space as the studio. Um, it's in a very secure location. When you enter, there's a doorman. You have to buzz. Pearl sends someone from her staff down to get you. The doors are locked, so it's very secure. She also has security. Some of you all have seen some of her episodes where people get a little bit combative. Y'all know Maggie's a lover, not a fighter. And if you all watched last night, we had a healthy discussion and a healthy debate, but there was no threat of violence. And, I speak to everybody that's there, and the team, I'm getting to know them by name. I won't share their names here, but they are, very kind and very gracious, but they work very hard and they're about their business. So you know exactly what it is when you get there. Let me just see what else you all. Okay, you all are saying hi to each other. Okay. So I sent a message that I have arrived. She sent security down to get me. And so I came in the locked door, went up all the way to the 21st floor, and the doors open. And she has some people that I did not know. The digital nomad, the young lady that was sitting next to me, and the I guess Englishman that was also behind. So I know Pearl has a process where people can request to come on the show. She has like a screening process and different recruiters that she knows. I did not have to go through that process. And again, thankfully, because the lead attorney brought Pearl to the mastermind, I was able to ask her directly if I could collab with her. And she said yes. So that is how I got access. So I always want to be transparent with you all. Hello, Money Bass. Oh, yes, Brandon. Hopefully your family is doing well. Okay. So once I arrived, let me see if I can show you all. Sorry about that. Let me see the pictures that I have. I'll walk you all through a little bit of it. Mm, okay. Let's take this down. Let me share my screen. Let's see here. I always get confused. Okay, share screen. Hopefully, y'all are doing well. Happy Fry Yay. Happy Fry Yay. Okay, so let's see. So I don't know where this is. Oh, this is me waiting. I got my London fog trench coat. This is me waiting for my Uber. All right. So I don't think I showed you this video last time. This is from the first it's a little bit all over the place, but then I'll let it spin and then I'll show you all. Okay. Let me pause it here. All right, so you all can see In the back, that's the living room where we all sit. Okay, so you can kind of see some of this equipment here. I have some better pictures of it, but where I do the cooking collabs, you can see here the kitchen. I just brought in a lot of stuff and a lot of groceries, y'all. I was just doing a pan, and I did ask for permission to share. All right, so for the cooking stuff, you all can see there is a curtain that goes between like the studio and the kitchen. So when it is a cooking collab, they bring their equipment. Blessing brought his equipment closer to the kitchen. So when you all see the episodes on Wife School, there's one kind of in the hallway that you saw. Let me see if I can show you. He brought a camera into he set one up kind of right here. Well, you can see it. You see this camera right here? So there's a camera facing the kitchen, and then there's another one here from the side facing the kitchen for the cooking collabs. I came with gifts and I put my coat down and got to work. I'm just showing you all. And then the hallway, oh, you couldn't kind of see it. Let me show you. In the hallway, he put up another it's kind of hard to see, but there's another camera right here. So as we were cooking, you all will be able to see all the different angles, okay? But if it's not a cooking collab, they have a very heavy like black curtain. I'm sure it's one of those like blackout, kind of curtains so that you don't see the kitchen. But we are in a penthouse apartment, so it has, you know, bedrooms, bathrooms, all of that stuff. Hello, the trad wives. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for being here. Wonderful. I'm also sharing pictures on Facebook and YouTube if you want to find Maggie, the substitute teacher. Okay. So since last night was the podcast, went into the back, MTR and Melanie King and Pearl, everybody was just kind of eating. She does a really good job of feeding everybody most of the time when she can before the recording. And then she also has an assistant that is making sure everybody has drinks. They have a full bar, whatever you would like to drink. And so, because when I arrived, I had dinner reservations last night, so I had already eaten. It's just the way that I was raised. I got in and started cleaning plates and topping off drinks and just being helpful. I know I was there as Pearl's guest, but that's just who I am. So I'm washing dishes and loading the dishwasher. It's fine. I had already been there for a cooking collab. And so everybody's getting, food. There was like chicken and rice and fries and all that stuff, but I had already eaten, so I didn't eat with Pearl. What does Max Power say? Why not use freshly made bread from a bakery for the French toast? Or was that just because you were in a rush buying everything? Heck, real bravado. Thank you for being here. Great question. I spoke to this on my first stream, but I will just give a quick answer here. So my first cooking collab with Pearl was Monday at 1 p.m. London time. I flew into London overnight from Boston Sunday night and landed 9:30 a.m. London time. So by the time I got my luggage, made it through security, customs, it was 10:30 a.m. London time. I had to catch an Uber. The London airport is an hour from where Pearl's studio is. So by the time I made it to this side of town, it was like 11:30 London time, and I don't know where I am. I asked the Uber driver if he would just take me to any grocery store, and he dropped me off at a place called Tesco, which for those of us in the States, it's kind of like a convenience store, hence the reason why I didn't have fresh baked bread. I just grabbed what I could because I had to come to my Airbnb, set my luggage down, change out of my travel clothes, put on a dress, try to be presentable, and then make it to Pearl's studio. So it was one of those running through the store grabbing anything that I could. However, after this live stream, I am going to leave and go to the proper grocery store and get real for today's collab. So hopefully that understands that. Hopefully that explains. Hello, Vani. Okay. So Pearl has food, drinks, um, and I'm guessing here because they kind of throw out a wide net and invite various people to come, anything can happen. people can not make it, people can change their mind. And so it's kind of like you're waiting for people to arrive. And then once they say, okay, we're ready to go, I'll share with you all what happened next. Hello, Thomas Walker. Thank you for being here. So, speaking of Blessing asked all of us to come out of like the back room one by one so he could take our picture. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you already have a picture of me, right? But I didn't know. Hey, Lisa. I didn't know he was making that thumbnail. Let me see if I can pull up Instagram for you all. I'm sorry, YouTube for you all, so you all can see what I'm talking about. Um, I was fascinated at how quickly Pearl's team works, you all. Seriously, it was incredible. And it was so awesome to watch. All right, so let me share my screen again. Hey, Lisa, good morning. I'm going to move over to YouTube so you all can see. If you all noticed yesterday when Pearl was about to go live, there was one thumbnail that was just a microphone. And I think, let me see, I think I have it in here. I think it said something like, the pregame show. Let me see if I can show you all this. All right. So, this one right here, the pregame show, this was the thumbnail. All right. So it said, are modern women to blame for relationships? And that was the thumbnail. Okay. So once we had all arrived, let me see if I can pull up. Blessing asked us to come out and take a picture. And in my mind, I'm like, what for? But we don't ask questions, right? You just do as you are told. All right. Y'all, look at these thumbnails are hilarious to me. Oh my goodness. All right. Let me see if I can. Okay. So the last live stream, if you all are able to see here. All right, let me do this view. Real Bravado. Let me shout out Real Bravado, you all. He's also part of the Lead Attorney Mastermind. Money Bass is part of the Lead Attorney Mastermind. And Real Bravado said that when I got the invitation to come to London, he covered my first night in my Airbnb. And I'm so, so grateful for that. You all flew me out in the right way, and I appreciate it. And I'm hoping to make you proud. And look at him already with the $5, always supporting. Please check out his channel. He has a YouTube channel with the same name, and he talks about relationships in the community. Okay, so on Just Pearly Things, if you all notice, let me go back to YouTube. Notice the thumbnail changed. Um, I don't know how to, if I click on it, it's actually going to show the video. So there's me talking, and everybody. But if you notice right here, the thumbnail changed from that microphone to this collage. So there's Pearl in the middle. Let me not hover over it. Pearl in the middle, Melanie King on the right, then me, then the Englishman, and then to the left, MTR, Sarah, the young girl, and then the digital nomad. You all, that happened just like that. I would still be working on the thumbnail. I don't know how. I mean, literally, he was like, "Stand up, all right, smile, click. Next person, all right, stand up, all right, smile, click." I had no idea what they were doing, but they were making that thumbnail. And if y'all are professionals with YouTube, forgive me, okay? I'm not a professional, so I don't know how any of this stuff works. Usually, I get pictures of food from Google Images, unless 10 plus sounds is making a real thumbnail for me. But just the fact that they could change stuff on the fly was incredible to me. What does Yah say? We need more calming women like Maggie. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. All right, so that was one of the first things that I saw. Let me go back to the screen share. Yeah, Bandit says Pearl has a super editing team. Pearl's whole team is incredible, you all. I'm telling you. Um, and this is really helpful for someone like me who's a one-man band. Y'all, my YouTube channel is a year old. Um, I have a cooking niche or niche. I do have 3 channels, but I accept that the type of work that I do just kind of grows low and slow. So I do everything myself. It's really at home. It's just me with my iPhone and my iPad. Hi, Diary of Tiara. If y'all want to come over to YouTube, you can see the screen share. So it's really a great learning opportunity for me. And now you see why Pearl is able to crank out as much as she does as quickly as she tops her. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dee is laughing. What did I say? Y'all know I don't know. All right, so let's go back here and let me show you all some more pictures. All right, so you all saw this from the thank you all for the love and the hearts. So you see all the equipment there. They're going to draw the curtain. I'll be back in that kitchen again today. I'm just trying to see if I can show you all. All right, you can see the little tripod there, but that was the other one. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, sorry. All right, I think I showed this last time, but I know we've got some new people in here. And again, I did ask permission to show this, but this is the wraparound balcony, if you will, at Pearl's studio. So again, it's the penthouse. Oh, this is new. More equipment. Okay, cool. All right, good. So you all can see. All right, I think I'm talking. Let me see what I'm talking about here, and I'll give you guys a little view. 3 meals in a day. Okay, I'll let it come back to the beginning because I didn't know what I was talking about, but you all can see beautiful view of London. All right, so just giving you all a little bit of a tour. This is my happy place. I'm in the kitchen, but if I need to get suited and booted and mic'd up, I will. There's part of the team. I had the groceries out. So these are my convenience store groceries. This is the best I could get just landing. All right, I'm going to let you all hear. All right, so I have no idea where we are, but somewhere in East London. And this is a beautiful penthouse view. Nice patio here. All this incredible equipment. The couch, you all know, and there's my area, the kitchen. We're going to be cooking today whatever you would want to make for a man, 3 meals in a day. All right. And then the patio looks like it wraps around. Beautiful view of London, and it goes all the way down. So thank you so much, Pearl and her team, for inviting me to come teach some basic cooking that we're going to do today. Getting everything ready. We make a run to the store. All right, y'all, let me mute that now that you've seen it. I'll leave the video up. Let me just take the sound off. Okay, so hopefully you all are able to see here. So again, this is the patio. We got Living Out Loud, the podcast in the house, also part of the lead attorney community, one of the elders in our community living out her golden years on her terms. And so she has a YouTube channel. All right, so I am going to go back through that video and try and point out some things, but hopefully you all were able to see. So when you come in through the front door, first of all, since this apartment is the entire top floor, there are multiple entrances. At least two that I saw. So when you come off of the elevator, there is like a ring doorbell. I think it actually is a ring doorbell. So, those of us who have homes with the video doorbells, they're motion censored, so you can see it shows up on your app or whatever device. You can see who is, trying to come in. And for obvious reasons, Pearl, needs to be very secure, and I'm very proud of her. She has very tight security, and this is you can't just access this. So I'm really, really grateful. Okay, so if you were to come in the main door, it opens up to that living room where you saw all that studio equipment. The kitchen is over there to the right. I already told you all about that. Let's take another look around and I'll try and point out some things that I remember. Yesterday was my first time actually being on the couch. When I recorded this video, I was coming in to do the cooking, but they said I could kind of capture everything. All right, and thank you all for the hearts. Thank you all for liking the live stream. It helps the channel to I'm just a small town girl with big dreams, and you all are making them come true. And I love coming back and sharing what I've experienced with you all. All right, so let's go back here and let's see what I can. All right, so we're starting at the beginning. So I am inside, but you can see that the patio, like you step outside and there's a balcony that wraps all the way around. And this is not glass. You can actually look over and out, but you can see wherever we are in London. And we are on the east suburbs. Okay, yeah, so you can see my reflection here. I'm just taking video through the glass. I did not open the sliding door. I'm just kind of showing you all from behind the curtains. But they do have, you can't really tell here. Hello, Henrietta. You can't really tell here because I'm doing a straight shot, but they have patio furniture like in this like little balcony area. So you could do like a, cookout, or what do they call it? Barbecue. Y'all know we have different names for it. Hello, Engwood. Thank you so much for being here. If you all want to see the screen share, come over to YouTube or Facebook. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. All right, so just going around so you can see it's that whole top floor. So this goes all the way around. And I know I kind of stop here because inside there's the kitchen, but outside it does go around the building. All right, so just showing you. All right, lots of space there. I guess a door to the neighbors. I don't know. And you could see the sliding glass door if you wanted to come outside. And it's really roomy. I would say you could put like a whole couch out here if you wanted to. So it's really big. All right, so now I'm coming inside. You all, just the equipment alone. Let me just tell you, you all have seen, well, if you haven't seen, I do cooking streams usually when I'm home in the kitchen, and it's literally just my iPad for in front and my iPhone on top, so you all can actually see what I'm doing. And I do everything wirelessly. I know it's kind of janky, but I did get a dedicated internet line at home that nobody else uses, but it's my home and it's my kitchen, and I live there and I cook there. And so I got like one mount that has a clamp for like a ring light, it has a clamp for my iPad, and it has a clamp for the phone for the overhead view. And that's it. And literally, I just charge my devices and I set it up. My kitchen counter has like a bar. I set it up on the bar. I do my cooking. I talk to y'all just like this. And then when I'm done, I take it down and I move it off because I don't want like my YouTube presence to be permanent. Maybe one day I'll have a proper kitchen studio. Today is not that day. So for me to come into a place that's like a dedicated podcast studio, I thought I was on NBC, y'all. It was incredible. Max Power says, "Oh, no neighbors. It is a penthouse. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. See, y'all, I don't know." So Pearl has a whole top floor. So you're right. No neighbors. The apartment might be divided between two parts. Yes, there is a bedroom. Pearl does have a bedroom with, her personal things. I believe I saw it. There's multiple bathrooms, but yes, no neighbors. Sorry, y'all. Dee Dee says, very nice place and the view. Yeah, it's beautiful. It would be so nice. Let me not say too loud, but Pearl's watching. It would be so nice, like, to not have the pressure of recording that day and just, like, go and cook for everybody and just kinda sit out on the patio and laugh. Like, I love those type of outings when you can just kinda be, relaxed. I know, but Pearl's grinding, y'all. She has a job to do, but yes, the space is there for that. Um, Very nice place and view. It's not Section 8. I know, y'all. I came all the way from Section 8. And thank you for the compliments. Great job. All right, let's go back so you all can see. All right, so that was one of the first things that struck me. And you all see some of the equipment in the stream, but when Pearl says they were spending like $20,000 on equipment, I believe it, y'all. I don't even know what some of this stuff is, but you all can see they have these Shure microphones. They have the headsets that we all wear. We had to do like a sound check. Basically, Blessing has like a control board. It looks like Star Trek. It's off to the corner. It's in the same room where we record, but he's sitting at this station and stuff is like blinking and moving as we speak, and he goes down the line. He's like, test your microphone, test your microphone, test your microphone. And so we just do like a testing 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. And then part of the crew will either come to where we are and adjust the microphone. You all saw that it's on like this swivel arms, and you can see here it's kind of clamped to the table. So like this is a coffee table, and they have these long things. I don't know if this is a boom. Y'all, I don't know. Um, but oh yeah. Okay, is this where I sat? I think this is where I sat, but I didn't know it at the time. Yeah, this is where I sat last night, and this is where the young lady sat. And I believe over here, yeah, with the office chair, this is like Blessing's control station. So the team will come and move the mic in front of you. There's a certain way phone. So they want to make sure that it's all doing well. Hello, HP. Thank you for being here. And Rodney says, great live stream yesterday, Miss Maggie. Thank you so much. We will be recording again today. The time got pushed back, so I'm sharing with you all my behind the scenes. And then after this, I'm going to go to a proper grocery store, the same one I got kicked out of in. So I'll go alone and get some real groceries. Pearl wants me to cook again, and there may be another. Uh, Collab. She says she records again at 8 p.m. Stay tuned to Pearl's channel. If it's live, you all will see it. If it's recorded, I'll let you know. Hey, good morning, Lisa. Thank you for being here. Okay. So yeah, you all, I'm geeking out. Oh, Rodney says I represented the Wives Club well. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. I do have 3 YouTube channels. Maggie the Substitute Teacher is my cooking channel. I stream there every day, either when I'm cooking or what I'm eating, because believe me, I'm eating. I told Pearl I have whale tendencies, so I got to watch out for that. Then Teachable Moments with Maggie. A lot of this stuff is going to end up over there. I've been on my own etiquette and elegance journey. And so any of those kind of pieces of wisdom that I can pass down, I stream twice a month over there. And then the third channel is the Wives Club. That is the channel. Kevin Samuels created this group for us in his Patreon after I booked a session with him because I wanted to create a community of like minded and marriage minded women. And so if you're currently, formerly, or futurely married, you are welcome there. Ah, Ruin says, have you met Auntie Jenny? I'd love to see you both collab. Yes, I have met her. So I didn't get a picture with her. Shucks, I should have, but I brought gifts for everyone. And you all will see this in my previous stream. I got customized aprons. Pearl loved her apron, kitchen towels, some candies. I'm taking some more snacks over there, but I got one for Pearl, for Blessing, Auntie Jenny, and her assistant who helped me. And so Auntie Jenny is just as sassy as she is on camera in person. But yes, I got to hug her, and I'm wearing her apron in the first cooking collab because I forgot mine, but it's at the door today. So I'll have my Maggie apron. So shout out to Team Greedy. Um, Ah, Luke Casely says, how were the seating arrangements assigned for yesterday's discussion? And I know why you're asking. So we all came out of the back room, and I'm sure there's a method to the madness, but we were actually told where to sit. So you all know there's the couch, and then there's the chairs in the back, like bar stools, and then there's the chairs on the side. So Pearl has her station with her laptop, and then on the couch, I was just standing and waiting to be told. So I believe Blessing said, "Okay, you over there, you over there." Now, Maggie, you over there. And then he would take a look at the frame, and then he would make us get up, and he'd be like, okay, no, no, you over there, you over there. So I'm sure he was trying to frame the shot in a certain way. We saw the beautiful Melanie King in the middle of the shot, and then MTR was closest to just Pearly Things. They also are YouTubers with big channels, so I'm sure they wanted her, them in the prime real estate on the screen, but I sat where I was told. G Town 101 says, just Pearly Things brought me here. Pleased to meet you, Maggie. Thank you so much for coming. Y'all, did Pearl share me? I'm just so humbled, y'all. I don't even know. And I don't want to cry because I will. But she is just, I tell you, I don't even know what to say. Thank you. Thank you for being here. All right. So let's see what other questions you all have. Welcome to Maggie's World. I love it. Yeah, Max says, I think they wanted the 3 bigger names in the middle. Y'all, I was just happy to be there, honestly. when I heard Melanie King and MTR were going to be here. I in no way thought I was going to be included, but Pearl included me. We just had a really good connection and chemistry in the first cooking collab, which was a lot of fun. You all will see a lot more of my playful side. It hasn't been released yet, but in the kitchen, you all know that I'm a lot sillier in the kitchen because it's my happy place. But the collab that I had with her doing the reaction videos was a little bit more serious, Maggie, but she seems to enjoy it, so I'm grateful. What does living out loud say? Is your part Oh, it's your party, Maggie. You can cry if you want to. Thank you, sweetie. All right. So let's continue on here. So we talked about all this equipment and the chairs and the seating arrangements. So you all can just see here. All right. So there's this coffee table in the middle, this main camera here. Let me just see what stands out. All right, so you see there's a microphone and headset for everyone, and you can see it's kinda clamped onto the table, so once they tell you where to sit, the crew comes and they pull it in front of you so everybody can be heard once everybody is seen. All right. All right, so you all can see here, I mean, when I tell you equipment upon equipment upon equipment, I was just like, "Kung Pao," it's a lot. But I don't know if I got a picture of it, but in front of the couch, there's a big TV screen. So while we are recording, you can actually see what YouTube sees. Because, of course, when you're in the living room, I got the view from my perspective, right? Pearl's in front, Melanie, MTR are on the couch, and the young lady and the Englishman are up here, and then the other young lady is over here. But they have multiple cameras, obviously, and multiple switchers, so they'll bring the camera on whoever's speaking, and I believe that's Blessing or whoever is manning the control station. And so on that TV screen in front of us, we see what you all see as the audience. So when Pearl is speaking and the camera's on her, that's what's on the screen. Another funny thing that was on the screen, I should have taken a picture of it. Did I take a picture of it? If not, I'll get it today. But they had ground rules on the screen. And I thought that was really smart. You know, those of us who, y'all know, I have a cooking channel, so I don't do anything salacious, right? Nothing goes viral where I am. Um, but Pearl can be a polarizing figure, and she talks about things that are a little bit or a lot touchy. So she had some ground rules on there. And from memory, it was the words that you cannot say on YouTube. For those of you all who don't know, YouTube is particularly keen to shut down anything that talks about violence, any type of assault, any type of you all know the words. I'm not going to say them, but YouTube is always listening. So that's why you hear people sometimes get creative when they want to say something. It's because YouTube can take down your stream and take down your channel. So we have to be really careful, drug use, any of that kind of stuff. So it was a list of words not to say, the ground rules, don't overtalk the host. I don't know why you have to tell someone that, but if someone has invited you, we used to see this in Kevin Samuel's space a lot. If someone is the host and it's their space and they begin speaking, wait for them to finish. But you all know she's had some issues with people over talking her. So that was one of the rules. Don't overtalk the host. Another one was Pearl is going to take breaks to read super chats. You all saw that, I think, 3 times in the stream yesterday. Pearl has thousands of people. I think there were 5,000 people just in the chat from yesterday. And let me look, that stream already has how many views are on it? 60,000 views. It's nuts. So she's at a point like kind of like lead attorney Kevin Samuels was. There's too much going on to be able to respond to everything. So when you pay to have your comment highlighted, that's called a super chat, and you can do that in increments of 99, no 199 up to $500. And so it jumps out on the screen and it jumps out on the back end for us to see, just like Real Bravado Network sent me $5. That's an example of a super chat. So we have to wait to let her read out the super chats. And I'm trying to see if there was anything else. Oh, there was a funny one that said, go use the bathroom now, was the last one. So all of those podcast rules are up on the screen. I believe if you come in through her recruiters. Hello, Deanie. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to see the screen share, come over to Facebook or YouTube. I believe if you come in through any of Pearl's recruiters and they have a vetting process, you have to do like some type of background check and sign the waiver and all of that. Because I connected with Pearl through Lead Attorneys Mastermind, I can't speak to that experience, but I'm sharing with you all what I know. Luke Casey says, can you see the comments also? Actually, yes and no. So, if you're talking about the actual just all of the comments scrolling, I could not see those. Another one of the rules on the screen was no phones. So everybody had their phones close to them, but they were, on silent on the floor or out of the way. And then when Pearl would take a break to read super chats because the camera was just on her, I would grab my phone. Some of you all were texting me. I was responding to Lisa and Luke Casely and just looking at my phone during those super chat breaks. But if someone did super chat and you all see how I bring your comments on the screen, I can see comments all in StreamYard coming through, but I have to select them to bring them on the screen. So if Pearl did that, and I think somebody, maybe it was Pearl, maybe it was Blessing. Hello, King Clean. Thank you so much for being here. I'm on YouTube if you want to see the pictures. I could see those on the monitor, but all the comments, no. Let's see what else you have. Max says, sometimes guests can't stop looking on themselves on the screen all throughout the shows. You all let me know how I did. It's a little bit interesting and a little bit weird because I do a cooking show or my channel is usually just me. Every once in a while I'll collab. You all have seen me with collab with AV and Chantel and different people in the kitchen. Deanie says, you're just watching the pregame. Thank you so much for being on the podcast with Pearl. You're welcome, sweetheart. It was my absolute honor. So I'm used to looking at the camera, right? That's one of the things that Lead actually has in his course, even though he doesn't do it. I like to look at the camera so that you all feel like I'm actually talking to you because I am. However, when you're having a conversation with someone, you all saw in the collab that I did with Pearl when we were reacting, it was a little bit of a struggle for me because I was looking at the camera, but I'm actually having a conversation with the real person. And I would suspect that that's actually proper etiquette, right? You would pay attention to the real human in the room. So you all saw me kind of turn a little bit and I'm talking to Pearl and we're reacting and doing the wife resume. And then from time to time, I would, look at the camera. But yeah, let me know how did it come across to you all? I'm working on my camera presence, so thank you. Oh, let's see what else. Oh, Luke Casey says I did perfect. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Oh, we got Mona in the house. Mona says, please like the live stream, y'all. Mona has 2 channels. Please check her out. Let us know what you got coming up next. Brandon says, over talking ruins the show. Yes, you all, the art of conversation. Some of you all have asked, and I've done a lot of work in this area. A lot of it is through my etiquette and elegance classes, but conversation really should be like a dance. It should be a dialogue. This is not for you to have what do they call it? A monologue. I almost wanted to say monotone. And well, maybe people don't know, but I feel like when you're hogging the conversation. So I try to really listen to everyone and I formulate my point in my mind. And then I wait for a break in the conversation to speak and hopefully say something that adds value, especially when you have how many of us were there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Especially when you have, 7 to 10 people, it can get a little bit rowdy. So make your point and then allow others to do the same. Max says, you'd be surprised on the common sense on over talking the host, Maggie. Some people genuinely think they have priority over her. Yeah, y'all, Pearl, she's a good one. I'm telling you, those of you all who remember Kevin Samuels, he would come through the screen and let you know, we don't do that over here. You are not going to overtalk me. And he would tell people, well, if you're so big and bad, then go make your own YouTube channel. But remember when used to say, "I'm what you got." Oh, how I miss Kevin. Oh, um, but yes, I think a lot of people discount Pearl because she is young. Y'all, she's 26. I'm 47. She could be my daughter. I look at um I look at her. I have such a fondness for the grit that she has and what she's doing. But yeah, it's gotta be lonely at the top, you know? I mean, it's gotta be hard. I mean, I'm telling you, she doesn't need any pity, y'all. Pearl is a fighter, but I do see people come through and think that they can just, bogart their way and have the floor. I don't think you see them come back though, right? And I want to come back. Some people genuinely think they have priority over her, and if you ask them to leave, it's rude. I have seen that. I won't name any names. That's just nonsense. Nonsense. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. My body clock and everything is just all over the place, but I'm having a blast. We have Bria in the house. My first time seeing you here. Hello and welcome, my dear. Oh, you found me from Allie. Y'all, that's another thing. I haven't shared it. Well, I'll share it now. So, another thing that this experience has brought me, y'all, the networking. Like I said, lead attorney helped me connect to Pearl, and now Pearl is helping me to connect with Real Femme Sapien, um, another YouTuber who's got a baby on the way. She and her husband are expecting their first, could not be happier. But Real Femme Sapien, and her name is Allie, Real Femme Sapien, is a moderator on Pearl's channel. So when I was doing the reaction video with Pearl talking about the wife resume, Real Femme Sapien was in the chat commenting on how helpful this was and useful that conversation was to younger women. And so I was like, "Oh, wow, thank you for the compliment." So, like I do, the next time Real Femme Sapien was live, which was last night, I went over into her chat and I dropped a super chat. Y'all, lead attorney talks all about it in his course. But the truth is, and I know sometimes we don't think it should be this way, but you do kinda have to pay to play in a way that, especially when you're dealing with people that are so busy, you have to do something to make you stand out. Now to stand out, it could be you have an incredible, YouTube channel. Pearl even said it last night. This is how humble she is. On her show with 1,000,000 subscribers, before we got started and everybody was kinda getting the nerves out, she's looking at Sarah, she's looking at Melanie King, and she's looking at, mediocre tutorials and reviews, and she's just kind of in awe, and she's like, "Y'all really inspired me. I remember watching all of you all before I had my channel, and you inspired me to make a channel," or something to that effect, and, now look who's, repaying the favor. So it was a full she said it was a 360 moment. It was a full circle moment for Pearl yesterday. But to my point, when you're dealing with someone that is that large, you got to get on their radar some kind of way. And usually, let's just face it, y'all, this is business. People recognize when you support them monetarily. It is what it is. So I went Real Film Sapiens chat yesterday when she was going live, and I don't even know what I said, but I dropped some money and just congratulated her. I do this. It's not my first time, y'all. I've been in her chat sending like Instagram badges and whatever you can do just to support. And she's like, "Oh, Maggie," and she was like, "Maggie, I want to interview you." And I was like, "What?" She says, "If you would fly out to the Midwest, I would host you, make Puerto Rican food, and I wanna interview you." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Y'all, if I will fly to London, of course, I'll go to the Midwest. So I super chatted her again, my answer, um Brandon, thank you, sir. I will do that right now. Um, and so in Real Femme Sapiens live chat, she asked me for a collab. And so she did say, because she's 8 months pregnant, let her have the baby and have a moment. But I will be making my way. I don't know specifically where she's located. And, a lot of people want to keep their privacy as they should, especially when you're controversial or just when you get big enough or big at all. and she has over 100,000 on YouTube. So there you go, Brandon. Um, so yes, you all, Real Femme Sapien has asked to collab with me. So thank you all for being here, and I'm glad to represent you all well. She actually made a post on her community tab, shouting out Black women content creators that were good role models, and I take that so seriously, you all, because I am a boy mom. So I have one brother and two sons, and so I don't really have that, in my family. Of course, my mom's a great example, but you all know what I mean. So I really appreciate that you all have been learning from me. Rodney says the wife resume with Pearl was epic, epic. Hello, Melissa. Thank you so much for being here. The trad wives say you have an incredible smile. Thank you. Yeah, mom used to make us brush with the baking soda. We had to wet our toothbrush, put it in the baking soda, get the baking soda on the wet toothbrush, and then put the toothpaste on it and brush with that. And she would check our teeth. Tell me you're African without telling me you're African. But yeah, no braces or anything, just African genes. But thank you for the compliment. And I'm always smiling. It's also in my logo, y'all. I'm so lame, but I love it. A little big toothy smile. Okay. So Rodney says the wife resume with Pearl was epic and packed with information. I'm glad. Thank you for saying that. I'm really happy to have found the community that finds this valuable. And like I said, you all, I picked my cooking channel. I have a lot to say and a lot to offer, but I don't ever want to push what I believe on other people. So I've just been quiet, doing my own thing in my cul-de-sac. And the cooking channel was just kind of all inclusive because everybody eats. Maybe not everybody cooks, but everybody likes to eat. Greedy. But yeah, it's been really eye-opening for me because trying to talk to corporate women or trying to talk to my peers about, maybe there's some things you can do differently, then the fangs come out. So I'm just like, you know what? This is not the hill I'm trying to die on. But the fact that you all are here and getting something from it, I love it. Yes, Mona's talking about what's next on her channel. I'm just scrolling. Mona says those guests are wild. Absolutely. Let me see you all. Just scrolling through here. DS says, yes, Kevin would come through the screen. He was amazing. Yeah, he was like, oh, that's not what you're gonna do. Y'all remember. Whew, I used to feel that at home. Don't want no smoke. What does Ruin say? You were reserved, calming, and soothing, a breath of fresh air in the podcast. Great control of your tone, and you listened and then responded. Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate it. And I have said this before, you all. I'm a little self conscious about my voice. As I get older, my voice is getting deeper and it's getting more raspy. And sometimes I'm like, oh, God, I sound like a dude. But I've done a lot of work on my communication because that's part of my etiquette and elegance training and not just blabbering nonstop because the more you talk, the less people listen. Something I had to learn. All right. Yeah, KS to the world. Do not overtalk the host. Yeah, Max is jet lag. Y'all can tell I'm gonna crash so hard, but I'm running on adrenaline and I'm having a blast. So I'm trying to give you all this behind the scenes while it's fresh. Don't forget, we're gonna do the tea. We're gonna do not any gossip tea, but my high tea, English tea. I want to recap that for you all in another stream. I had a hot, proper English dinner. I'm posting the pictures on my IG, Facebook, and YouTube, but I want to give you all the story as well. Living Out Loud says, I'm guilty of overthinking others. I'm afraid of the thought, but I'm aware of it. And wait, you must mean talking, over talking others. Hello, Tickle Yourself. If y'all want to see the pictures, come over to YouTube, working on it. Max says, Maggie getting flued out every other weekend. From your lips to God's ears. Yeah, with two boys in high school, one's living with dad, one's in boarding school at military school. I've got time now, finally. And if I can be of service, I love it. Plus, it gets me out and about so I can have these experiences and share them with you all. Yes, thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. Oh, Dee Dee says, "Thank you for the helpful hints and tips. I've already forgotten what I said, but I'm glad it's helpful." Tasha, you love the outfit. This is another, and look, I got a red belt on and some red sneakers, but thank you. This is a Walmart Pioneer Woman dress, um, the same version as the flowered one. Y'all, I don't spend money on clothes. I always like to look presentable, but I will drop the link for you. It might be sold out, but I was wondering about this blue checker. I thought it was a little bit like picnic table, but someone says I'm bringing the Southern charm, so y'all know I love that. All right, let's see what else. But I will drop the link for you. Oh, and you're on Facebook. Okay, I'll see if I can find it. All right, let me see if there's anything else and we'll go back. Hello, Victoria, also part of the lead attorney community. She has a channel. Please let us know what you got coming on. Rachel says, I'm glad I found your channel. I'm glad you found me too, my dear. Yes, Rodney says KS gave new meaning to the words French toast. I know. And when I make French toast, I will use fresh baked bread. Maybe I'll find some today. You all are supporting each other. I love it. Bria says, "Is there a video showing, like, who you are, intro and marriage video?" Honestly, no. Bria says, "First time here, so I wanna look through the vids." So my channel, Maggie the Substitute Teacher, is a cooking channel, you all, and I'm really thinking about this, so I love what you all, maybe suggestions that you have. When I first reached out to Pearl, it was to ask to do a cooking collab with her. So everything on my channel is really about the snacks. Now, we have kind of moved into this space where we're talking about relationships. So I don't know if I need to make a fourth channel or I already have the Teachable Moments channel. I think we'll put it there. The Trad Wives is asking if I have a sourdough recipe. I'm not. I usually don't even eat bread. I'm eating bad over here, which means I'm eating good. What is the name of my cooking channel? Oh, you're from Saudi Arabia. Hello. The name of my cooking channel is Maggie the Substitute Teacher. So it's the one that you're watching on. Let's see here if I can copy it. No. Okay. But yes, y'all, I am Maggie the Substitute Teacher on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I have 2 other YouTube channels. One is called Teachable Moments with Maggie, and I think that's where a lot of this etiquette, elegance, and relationship stuff is gonna go. So 10 Plus Sounds is gonna be working on making those clips, for me. And then my 3rd channel is The Wives Club, and The Wives Club is on all, platforms as well. Alright. Alright, so let me get this dress for you all. Let's go back to the, Living Out Loud wants to know the shoes. Oh my god, alright, just for y'all. I have my red kids, so it kinda matches the belt. So, I'm very much like, I don't know, throwback soccer mom. So, it's a, let me get you a link to the dress. It's kind of a midi length dress, so it goes, like, underneath the knee and below the calves. So it's a long dress, and I have, like, leggings underneath because it's cold, and then red sneakers. Oh, 10 Plus Sounds. Oh, thank you for sharing my YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, y'all know I'm eating bad, which means I'm eating good. Eating good in the neighborhood. Alright, let me drop the link to the dress so you all can see it, and then we'll go back to the video and see if there's anything else I can shout out for you all. Eating good in the neighborhood. Alright, so let me paste it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I need the link for you. Here we go. Mm. Alright, here I come, y'all. Because if I don't do it now, then I'll forget. Let me copy it, and let me put it in the chat, and then let me go over to Facebook and do the same. I don't know where you are watching, but I'll put it on my Facebook for you, or at least I'll drop it in the comments. Alright. This is so much fun, everyone. So we talked about, let me just put it there as a comment. On my Facebook, Maggie the Substitute Teacher, and then it's on my personal as well. I never know where everybody's watching. But yeah, this is like a $30 dress, you all. And you can look elegant and put together and comfortable without spending a lot of money. So, okay, let's see. All right, so you all have the links now. Okay, so let's go back to the video. Let's see if there's anything else. Tasha says, "So when can I expect you in your kitchen?" Are you talking about my home kitchen? Y'all, this is a busy travel month for me, so I'm in Pearl's kitchen today. Hello, Bria Joy. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to see the screen share, come over to Facebook or YouTube. Maggie, the substitute teacher. I'm in Pearl's kitchen today. Tomorrow is a heavy travel day, y'all. I leave London like flight is like 7 a.m. So that means I'll be up and out like 4 a.m. and I don't get home to Atlanta until 11 p.m. So it's gonna be a long travel day. So no stream tomorrow. So I want to make sure I give you guys some content now. Um, Sunday, I'm thinking about taking the day off. I don't think I'll be able to take the day off for you all. I'll try to give you something Sunday. We'll see if I'm cooking. I don't know. It might just be a recap. I might not be cooking for a while because I got so much content I want to give you all. We'll see. Maybe Monday, maybe Sunday or Monday, because Tuesday I fly out again for work. UFO Kamikaze says, great voice. Martha Stewart's voice isn't the softest, and she has a cult like following. Oh, thank you for saying that. All right. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let's see what else is in the video, y'all. All right, so you can see here. So this is the, studio where we sat. So this is no, this is Pearl's I don't know, y'all. They reconfigure it. There's the live on air thing. And then you can see these partitions, and then there's also a curtain that goes across the top. So notice there's a lot of lighting here. And that's one of the things y'all see. I'm just janky in this Airbnb. This is just me. But that's one of the things that I didn't know. How much lighting and professional quality lighting you need. So you can see, of course, Pearl's Kitchen is very well lit. Hello, Aunt. Thank you for being here. I'm on Facebook and YouTube if you want to see the pictures. So Pearl's Kitchen is very well lit. However, when you're filming, especially when you want to get the people and the food, you need extra light. So they had lights up in the sky. They have these big, like honeycomb looking things are all lights. Why they have this webbing, I don't know. Maybe one of y'all do. But across the whole living room area, they have these lights. And so during the stream, when we were talking, if y'all saw us starting to get a little glistening, it was hot. You have all those people in there, plus all that computer equipment, plus the lights. Yeah, it can get a little toasty in there. Speaking of toasty, hopefully Pearl doesn't mind me sharing, but when you arrive into her apartment or the penthouse, let me see if I can get the picture. Okay, so I'm showing you all right, so there's a little bar area, so they have all the drinks and everything. Okay, so this is the main door. So through this door is the hallway where the elevator is. Hello, Rome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm on Facebook and YouTube if you want to see the pictures. So this is the main door that you come in, and this is actually the living room of the penthouse. The living room has been turned into the recording. Oh, and I'm not sharing. Living out loud says, "Ooh, yeah, I need that kind of energy." Yes, Jurgen says, "Rest and then keep working." Max Power says, "Maybe the webbing is for audio quality so the sound doesn't bounce off the big lights." I don't know, just guessing. You know what? Your guess is as good as mine. All right, sorry, y'all. I was showing you all of this lighting. Okay, so this is the little bar area. So of course there's a regular fridge, but then this is like a fridge. I think I showed you all the partition and the curtain that goes here. This is the front door. Through this door, the hallway, and I think this is like a camera, probably a camera. Y'all, there's stuff everywhere. Um, and a Ring doorbell, I believe, on the other side. So when you come in, you can see their shoes here. Just like is common in a lot of countries, Pearl has asked, or whoever, but I did it. Pearl has asked that we take off our shoes. So you take off your shoes. Here is an etiquette. Not so much elegance tip, but especially when you travel, when you go to other countries, people have different rules for what is acceptable in their home, and you have to respect that. You may even see this in the States. So always make sure that you have like clean and neat socks on. If you're at home and you're bumming, I wouldn't recommend that, but you can wear what you want to. Um, but ladies, if you're wearing like a sandal or a shoe that doesn't have, I have some no-show socks over there that you want to keep your feet out. If you're asked to take your shoes off, you can have a little pair of socks, like the socks that I have. Y'all know the little ankle socks. You can keep a pair of those just in your purse or something so that if you go somewhere, you can have socks for your feet if you're asked to remove your shoes. It is common in a lot of other cultures, and I know y'all didn't ask for this etiquette lesson, but it just comes out. It's who I am, and I just like sharing. So one moment. Um, it's common in other cultures, but you just never know. So as a guest, have some little ankle socks with you, or some little footies. Or as a host, one of the things that I do, you don't have to take off your shoes in my home. But if somebody wants to take off their shoes, I keep extra socks, new socks. So I will buy like a pack of socks that I keep handy in a little drawer or something. I also have like slippers and stuff, but you may not know, I'm also an Airbnb hostess. So at home in Atlanta, my home has 2 masters. So there's a master upstairs with me and the kids, and then there is like an in-law suite downstairs. And because I'm divorced, my in-laws, we're still all family, but they don't come to stay in the house. So long story short, I rent that out. So I have all kind of equipment there, supplies and whatnot, because I love to take care of people. And that's why I stay Airbnb, because I'm a host. I get discounts to stay Airbnb as a guest when I travel because I'm a super host. I'm 5-star rated. I just love to make people feel at home. But my point is that these are little things that you can do. If you do ask people to take off their shoes, it's nothing to buy like a little dollar pack of socks. I have never been on a yacht, but I have heard from Anna Bay, because I've also done her course, that if you are ever invited on a yacht or any of those kind of boating things, it could be the same thing where people will ask you to remove your dock shoes or your boat shoes. And she knows of someone who was really embarrassed because her feet were not well kept. I keep a pedicure and try to keep a manicure, but I wash my hands a lot. But yeah, just a little thing about that. Diary says, definitely offer to take off your shoes. In my mom's house, only white socks are worn because she cleans the floor 24/7. There you go. Living Out Loud says, I did notice MTR was in his socks in one of your pics. I thought he was just really comfortable. Yes. We were asked to take our shoes off. And y'all, a little behind the scenes, I didn't know this. Pearl has heated floors, y'all. The floors are heated. So this linoleum or tile, it's tile that wraps all the way around. It's warm. You can see, I think you can see here, like this is carpet, and I don't know if they put that carpet down. Yeah, you can see, I guess that's a rug. Yeah. Okay. So it's all tile, but they put the rug down in the studio area, I'm sure for sound and since we're bare feet. But when I did the wife resume with Pearl and I came out of her room and I was just walking from like carpet, where the bedroom was carpet, onto the floor, I put my foot down in a sock, but I put my foot down and it was warm. And I was like, are your floors heated? She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh my goodness." Y'all, it just kinda gave me, like, that spa vibe. I know, but that was something that is really, cool. So, yeah, she has heated floors, really nice. Hello, Frederick, thank you for being here. I'm on Facebook and YouTube if you wanna see the screen share. Um, oh, how can I? Mm, alright. I'm getting calls. Let me just let them know. Stream. Okay, so heated floors. I know, heated floors, the penthouse, wraparound balcony, living the life, girl. I know, right? All right, let's see what else I got for you. So the balcony, like I said, goes all the way around. So I'm on another part and the curtains are drawn here. Oh, you know what? This probably makes sense. Okay. So you see this area here where it wraps around. If you all remember, The balcony that was behind the couch, there was nothing there when I was showing you the view, and it's probably because they don't want anything in the shot, because inside the house is the couch and then the sliding glass door and the balcony, so you just see the skyline of Europe. But when you walk around towards the kitchen side and the other side of the house, now you all will see the, um the furniture. So they actually have patio furniture, so more of London. Alright, so a big, beautiful 6 table. Ugh, you could eat outside on a nice day and more space. I didn't walk outside, but you all can see it just goes all the way around. Alright, so back inside, so you can see this accordion kind of like partition, the partition for the, kitchen when they wanna close that off, but since I was doing the cooking, you see my ingredients are back there. So, again, I did ask Pearl's permission, and she said, "Yes, I could share with you all." So I'm just doing a lap around and coming back into the kitchen. This is the first day for our cooking collab. So you can see, okay, so this is Blessing's station. This is not Blessing. I'm not gonna say who it is. And this is the TV screen that we were looking at that had, like, the house rules, the podcast rules. So you can see all of the equipment, all of the cables, all of the lights. And then when we are recording, this is where a blessing is basically like mission control. Heated floors is so bourgeois. I know, but y'all, it was so nice. I'm not even gonna lie because I didn't expect it. London, like if I could show y'all now, London, that's why I have that trench coat, London fog. It's a city with a lot of buildings. So if you all live in the city, I'm in the suburbs, y'all, but when you're in the city, you know how you have that wind that just kind of whips between buildings. And so you can get that gust of air. Plus, it's like rainy and dreary most of the time. And so it's just a little chilly here. I brought all these summer sundresses, fool. But it's just nice because your house is a little bit on the cool side. Then you step out on that warm tile floor. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I loved it. Hello, Clumsy. Thank you for being here. Come to Facebook or YouTube if you want to see. I'm guessing that's the second producer. If so, he just goes by King Producer. All these half anonymous producers. I got permission from Pearl, so I'm not gonna dox anyone. I'm just showing y'all behind the scenes, all right? So, yeah, this is the TV. So when we are sitting here streaming, so yes, the young lady was here, Maggie was here, the couch was here, Pearl is over here. So when we're watching the screen, this is the YouTube view. All right, so I think you guys have seen. All right, so this is where I'll be back today with my convenience store ingredients, but no, I'll go to the grocery store. I'll make sure I get good stuff. All right. Okay, so let's see what we got next for you. I think this is just the little powder room. I went to brush my hair. I don't know if anybody cares, but kitchens and bathrooms are always exciting to me. You know, in the UK, faucets and different and things are a little bit different. It's just spinning, so we'll see if we come back to it. Um, okay, this is another video. Okay, more of the balcony. Okay, so this is the hallway view. All right. So this is the hallway view. So this is a camera that they set up for the cooking. Let me make sure that I'm sharing. All right. So you come in through the door here. This is that front door that you saw. This is a Blessings mission control station. So the couch and everything is back in here. The kitchen is back in here. Here are the heated floors. So shoes are taken off. Of course, they have a bar cart with whatever you want. I just got some juice or whatnot. Um, but, what was I gonna show you all here? Let's see if there's anything. I think it's just another. Okay, the hallway. Alright. Hello, Jess. Thank you so much for being here. If you wanna come to Facebook and see the screen share, you can. Alright, so there's another hallway, Facebook or YouTube. Hello, my dear. There's another hallway here with, it's a proper home with all the glassware, so, she could host a real, meal. So there's a full kitchen, stove, refrigerator, dishwasher, everything, full bar service. Alright, so there's the hallway view. So you all can see, hang up our coats. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so this is not inside, but I'm just showing you all this video didn't load when I did. Oh, it's not really loading the video. Mousetail Coffee. When I did my cooking collab with Pearl, so you all will already there's a video that's out where we went grocery shopping after the convenience store, got kicked out of the grocery store, and then Pearl was like, "Oh, that was fun. Let's have some coffee." So we sat down outside at a coffee shop, not coffee, chai tea. Pearl is on her, she's off coffee. So we sat down and we did like a street interview. Blessing was there, and we were sitting outside. There's a lot of al fresco dining in Europe, which just means like on the patio outside. So we sat and we talked about corporate America and all that stuff. And she asked me a lot of questions. People came up and recognized her. Um, but yeah, I took a picture of the video, a picture of the coffee shop. Living Out Loud says, I'll bet background noise like footsteps inside are minimized with no shoes. That's a really good point. Yeah, that's probably a good point because if you have all these women, I won't call them by the letter names, but y'all know Pearl is known to have a scripper. If they come clapping through in their heels, it could be kind of noisy. That's a really good point. All right, let's see what I captured here. All right, so this is from before. So I'm just showing you all the streets of London. Okay, I'm going a little fast. All right, so we're sitting there talking. All right, so we ordered our chai lattes. While they're making them, I just took a little panoramic view of the street. So of course this coffee shop, let me make sure I'm sharing. Okay. The coffee shop had sandwiches and drinks. So there's Pearl, you can see her in the reflection, muffins, croissants, all the stuff that I wanted, but I didn't get. Greedy. So they do have some inside seating, but you all can see it's open to the street, right? There's some books there. And so this is, London. We are in Whitechapel, which is the east part of London. So you can see these tables here. You can have your coffee. And so I just took a little lap around so you all could see. Pearl calls it the hood. It is, a working class part of London. Mousetrap Coffee was the name of it. So there we are. We're sitting, we're waiting on our coffee. So I actually learned this in the video from yesterday that, let me just check my time because I do need to go get groceries and then meet Pearl. Um, it used to be a poor side of town. There's a lot of different history of London, different parts of town that were flooded, that were deadly, that was all that stuff. And yes, this is the side of town where the infamous Jack the Ripper was slicing and dicing people in the 1800s. But anyway, let's get through the rest of these. I think I've told you all everything. Let me just see if there's anything else to share since you all have seen it all. Okay, so just some more pictures. This was from the first cooking collab. Um, Pearl did make the TLA fried apples, so she's plating those. So she's got the glass top burners in her penthouse. So there you all see Pearl with her apron on. So proud of her that she was doing it. She was absolutely doing it, cooking it up. And like I told you all, when I met Pearl and I said, "Okay," we kicked some things around, and she said she wanted to be able to cook everything that a man would eat in a day. So we came up with a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, and a dessert. And I asked her, I said, "Do you want me to cook with you and we kind of do like a collab side by side, or do you want to do everything and I just walk you through it with the steps?" And she said she wanted me to walk her through the steps, but everything that you saw Pearl made. So really proud of her. That girl's got grit. All right, and she's wearing her apron. She was so excited. I got it personalized with her name. All right, let's see if this video comes up. Sometimes they just spin. So these apples are, I know stainless is not the best pot, but that's what she had. The apples are sizzling in like butter and brown sugar. We used the pots that she had, and I told her, I was like, Pearl, we got to get you some cast iron, but she was doing it, y'all. She even burned herself. But yeah, she was frying up them apples. Pearl was cooking. So that is one of the desserts that I've come up with. You can top it with, look at her. She topped it with whipped cream and she made enough to feed her whole staff. So, and I shared this with you all. When Pearl made the food and then she portioned it out, she had everybody come and get it. She was like, rate me on a scale of 1 to 10. And, she got some really high marks, like 8s and 9s. But then she was like, What can I do to make it a 10?" I was like, "Whoa, Pearl is a beast." So she was really, really open to feedback. So she really does care, you all. She takes this very seriously, and I'm super proud of her. So, she was making the apples, with the, whipped cream. So she was really proud of herself. Look at her with her Maggie apron on, y'all. I'm sorry, Pearl's wearing my apron. Look at Pearl wearing my Okay, I'm lame. Sorry. Let's go back. Let me see if there's anything else. Hello, Victor. Thank you for being here. We're wrapping up, but if you want to join us on Facebook or YouTube, you can see the screen share. Uh-huh. So I showed her how to I was like, "Okay, that's a lot," but she was doing the whipped cream. I was like, "Let's do a little dollop." But yeah, she was cooking, y'all. Pearl was serving it up. And I did kind of like push her buttons a little bit, meaning, when she was getting a little flustered, I was like, "Come on, we got company. The kids are here. They got their friends over. Your husband's hungry. Let's go. Let's get those plates up." And y'all know what Pearl said. We're gonna have to work on this. But she was like, F them kids. And I was like, okay, let's not do that. That's not the response that we want to give as a mom. So, but she did great. Y'all, I'm really proud of her. She did great. Oh, you could see on the apron right there. It's kind of hard to see, but it says just pearly things. And you all shout out to my store. Just pearly things right here on the top. Hello, Marley Marl. You can come over to YouTube if you want to see. I do have a store. Let me shout my self out while we're wrapping up, and I'll give you all the commercial, and we'll just go through the last few pictures so I can head to the groceries. I do have Maggie merch. Look in the description. There's a Zazzle store. The aprons are $20. We have multiple lengths, long, standard, and kid sizes. I got Pearl the long because she's tall. I'll be wearing a standard today, and then kid sizes if you wanted to do that. You can customize them for free with your name or whatever you want to put on them. Multiple colors and combinations, and they are really good quality. Also, you all can see the ticker at the bottom. My cookbook is ready. I am so happy you all have been on me about this cookbook, and I pushed myself to get it done because I wanted to gift it to Pearl. I made a little gift package with the apron, a kitchen towel, which I saw up in her house yesterday on her oven, kitchen towel, some candies, and a cookbook. So it's a digital download. It is 19.99, but there is a $5 coupon. Link is in the description. But you can use the coupon cookbook to get $5 off to bring it down to 14.99. If you want to print it, you can print it. You can do whatever you like. I'll probably be updating it as I, get even more stuff. But my recipes are sugar free, dairy free, and gluten free. That's why I'm your substitute teacher, but you can make all of those recipes with real sugar, like those apples that Pearl was making, real whipped cream, I use dairy free. Real brown sugar, I use sugar free. And then my course, I do have a course. Shout out to Maggie with the course. Y'all know I've completed lead attorneys courses, but I did not know that you could make income on YouTube. So I was able to get monetized in 4 months, according to lead attorney. Most new YouTube channels, it takes a year to get monetized. And just like this, as soon as I was monetized, I sat down and I put everything in a course. The course is $50. You have lifetime access. It's 20, no, like 15 different modules, and it's 2 hours long. You can watch it on your own pace. And I've been told it's really great for beginners. If you want to know how I got the subscribers, how I got the watch hours, I have screenshots so you know exactly what to expect from Google, all of that stuff. Um, so, yes, that link is in the description as well. Is there anything else? Oh, and we have a stream sponsor. Thank you to the stream sponsor, Real Bravado Network. Thank you, Real Bravado Network, for $5 stream sponsor. The stream sponsor is the person who gives the biggest super chat, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Instagram gifts. Y'all, I don't know. I'm new here. But I don't take any of this for granted. Every little bit of it helps. Y'all have helped me to get across the pond and enjoy my time. And I'm so, so grateful. All right. Amethyst or Amethyst says, glad I found your channel from Pearl. Am I always so soft spoken? Thank you, sweetheart. I really try to be. Now, when I'm in the kitchen, I can turn up because I get excited. But when I'm speaking, I've worked really hard to watch my tone because I was told that I shout when I talk, and that is not becoming. And I want to get better. So thank you. Every time you all compliment me, it really makes me feel like I'm making progress. Bria says, "What are y'all cooking today?" Well, my dear, I'm not going to get ahead of Pearl. She has asked for something, so I will go get the ingredients. And I have to say, you will see. If it's my own cooking channel, you all will know in the thumbnail, and I'll tell you, we're making this, we're making that. But Pearl asked for something. The hint is she wanted me to make something that you could bring to an event or an outing. So I'm going to go get those ingredients. Luke Casely, thank you for the $10 super chat. You all are coming through blessing me. We have a new stream sponsor. You all please check out Luke Casely sending me $10. Thank you so much. She is also a content creator. Luke Casely has a YouTube channel where she teaches Spanish. I have collabed with her a couple of times. She also talks about femininity. And so I appreciate you so, so much. So Luke Casely. Oh, let me put some respect on your name. Get it capitalized correctly for the $10, y'all. I mean it. I didn't find $5 in the laundry today or $10 or any of that. So I really, really appreciate you all. Please check out Luke Casely's channel. All right. So all right, let's see if there's any other pictures, and then I wanna wrap up because I need to Uber to the grocery store. But hopefully this has been helpful. You all can see a little bit about the experience behind the scenes. All right, so this is just a picture so you can see they're getting ready. This was the night that I cooked with Pearl, and I didn't do um a podcast with her. So they were pulling the partition. You can see they have all these bright lights on. So they record at 8 p.m. So you can see it is nighttime. So that episode where I said I spent the whole day with Pearl, I'll try and link that in the chat for you all. When I said I spent the whole day with Pearl, I arrived at 1 p.m. and you can tell by the time I left, it was dark and they were getting ready to film the evening podcast. So when I tell y'all, Pearl spent all day with me and then went to do another stream. That girl, she got a work ethic. Do not sleep on Pearl. It makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Okay, so they're pulling the partition. They got the lights on. It's nighttime outside. I'm cleaning up the kitchen. So yep, getting ready to go down the elevator. Yay! There's me in my London fog. I had a good time. So I am exiting after cooking all day. So they walked me to the elevator and I'm going all the way down, 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 down. But I had a great time. Oh, that's it. Coming out. Let's see here. First floor. All right. So buzzing my way out. I couldn't get out. I was like, how do you get out? You got to buzz to get out and to get in. So I was there for a second, like, help me, help me, help me. Okay. I was probably like calling somebody. I think I put my phone in my purse. All right. And then it says press to exit. Reading is fundamental, Maggie. Spoiler number one. So press the button. All right. There we go. There we go. Beautiful lobby. Beautiful. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, beautiful. So I'm on my way out. On my way out. Construction and everything going on. All right, so just some more pictures so you all can see just the lobby area. I think this is, they have like a lounge or whatever, but very nice. Very, very nice. Grateful. To be included, that's the call box. So you can come in, but you can't get up. And I talked about that, you all. They have a call box at the elevator when you arrive. Obviously, this is a public building because people live there. Let me make sure I'm sharing. Okay. All right. So you see here, this door stays locked. And just like you would go to a apartment complex or condo and you have to buzz in, so you have to put in the code and then they have to are you Maggie? Yes, I'm Maggie. They have to bring you in. What does Wilbert say? Big time world traveling Miss Maggie. She knows all the big name YouTubers. Aw. Yeah, y'all have been with me from day one. Shout out to lead attorney. He has shared his network, so she is either keying her way in or calling her way in. But this this fire door does not open. Um, but yeah, shout out to lead attorney. He has been so incredibly gracious to share his network with us. All right, so then just some pictures. I took everybody's socks, y'all. Even Pearl had her shoes off. So this was last night. We were sitting down, getting ready to go. So this is what you all saw yesterday. So I don't think you can see from the feet, but we're all so the partition is closing. There's the kitchen, there's the bar. We're all mic'd up. So there's Pearl, MTR, Melanie King. This was Sarah, and y'all know this is where I am. Y'all can check Melanie King and y'all can check MTR's Instagram stories because they went live so you all can see. Um, so let's see, anything else? Okay. All right. Oh, there are the rules. Let me see if I can zoom in. So this is the table, all the cameras. Okay. No over talking the host. I didn't get all of it. No over talking the host. One person talks at a time. No cell phones. Super chats will be read. Comments are something about if the comments are rude, just ignore them. Don't get offended, y'all. We are live for YouTube, so don't, come back asking her to take this down. Please allow, I think, Pearl to something, something. This will be used for clips. Oh my gosh, y'all. I did one episode with her. Her team is amazing. So many clips. And I am sharing them on my community tab so you all will see. Do not say RAPE. They have the words there. Microphones, something, something. Please try something, something, and go to the bathroom now. So those were the rules that were up when you come in and they sit us where they want us. We're all looking at the rules before we go live. All right. So this is me getting set up. They brought the microphone in front of me. So I'm just showing you all kind of my view. Everybody's there. And I took another little video. There's Sarah. I think he was like, let me go ahead and use the bathroom before we start. Everybody's doing their thing. We're waiting. I have my beverage. Pearl is getting set. Melanie and MTR are there. So yeah, we're just getting ready to start filming. So you can see it's kind of tight. There's my little grape juice or whatever I had to hydrate. So there was me. I think I posted that picture so you all can see. We're getting ready to go. All right, everybody's checking their phones before we put them away. There's Melanie. She took her boots off, and y'all saw all that yesterday. So this is our digital nomad and the Englishman. All right, just one last shot. I couldn't believe I was there, y'all. I couldn't believe Maggie was there. Honestly, where am I? If I'm being really honest with y'all, I'm still pinching myself that this is real. I'm so incredibly grateful. But when I saw all those other big names, I was like, there's no way she's going to include me. And then she was like, Maggie, come on. And I was like, what? So I am still like on cloud nine. It was incredible. But, I guess I got a little starstruck. But I have to say, you all, in closing out the digital nomad, she's hiring me. She felt the same way about me that I felt about, Pearl, Melanie, and MTR, but she wants me to help her with etiquette, elegance, cooking. So she is going to book a session with me. Link is in the description. So yeah, you all, it's a small world and I'm just really, really grateful to be included. So I will be back there again today. All right. So just taking some more pictures. We got our water, we got our drinks. We're ready to go. And mic check. I think this is where he asked everybody, all right, speaking to your mics. Let's check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. All right, everybody, there's security at the door. Don't try anything. There's blessing. All right, we're getting ready to go. Everybody's suited and booted. Oh, I think Melanie is live. She's like, Pearl, say hi. So we're getting ready to go on. All right. So after the stream, we were all just kind of talking and networking and having a good time. Melanie's dancing. So yeah, we were just having fun. All right, y'all. So that is it. I hope you all liked my little behind the scenes so you all got to see my experience. I love to have these experiences and bring them to you all. Thank you all for helping send me across the pond. I hope I'm making you proud. So, again, today I am doing a cooking episode with Melanie and with Pearl. I don't believe it will be live. I believe this is another wife school episode. So, it will be recorded and then you'll see it in a couple of weeks. And then I do believe I'm staying again for another podcast tonight. So after we cook, then there'll be another 8 p.m. show tonight. So you all please, please, please support Pearl. Go over there and subscribe. If anything changes, I'll be updating on my page and on my Instagram and Facebook. But I am here at the pleasure of Pearl, and I could not be more grateful. Dia says you love this. Oh, I'm so glad you all love my story time. I'm going to be doing a lot more of this. Wilbert says, remember us when you move to Hollywood. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm a Southern girl. I'll be home in Atlanta soon. All right, everyone. We're going to go ahead and dismiss Maggie, the substitute teacher, on all platforms. And I'm going to record my grocery store experience. And so I'll let you all know how that goes. And then I'll be cooking it up with Pearl. So for now, Instagram class is dismissed. I'll see you all later. And Facebook and YouTube, class is dismissed. And hopefully, I'll see you guys again later tonight. Bye, everyone. Thank you for being here.